Hi, Kelly. I'm going to show you how to do InDesign real quick. So here I have opened up InDesign, and once I'm in InDesign, I'm going to go to File, New Document. I already created this for you, but I'm showing you so you know how to do it for future references. So I go to File, Open New Document. You're going to put the number of pages that we have. We have 40 pages. We want the facing pages. You want to show the orientation. But we're not doing letter size. We're doing half of a letter size, right? So I'm going to choose letter half, and it puts it in P. You can change that later. So I'm going to press OK. And here we have our pages, right? So here's the first page, and then if you scroll, you see the 2 pages next to it, and the 2 pages, so on and so on. Now, if you are working on something, you can also come over here to pages, and you'll see all the pages that you have there. So let's go ahead and go to the second page. So I'm going to start on this page. Now what's really cool about InDesign is it allows you to do linked text boxes. Now what do I mean by that? I mean if we go to the document that Amanda gave us, what I can do, see how it's like a couple of pages, great. What I can do is I can copy all of it, which is or I can select all of it, which is Command A, see how I select it, and now I can copy it, which is Command C. Now I've copied it, or you can come to Edit and do that, but it's always good to know the shortcuts. So I copied all of it. I Command C it. Now I'm going to go back to InDesign. And by the way, I did that by pressing Command Tab. And I can toggle between applications. So now I'm over here with that content copied, and I'm going to choose the T, the text box, and I'm going to go ahead and click and drag a box. And you can start writing here, right? At this point, I'm going to go ahead and paste all that I copied from Amanda's document, right? And so now I have that document, that text in this text box, and I can make that text box as big as I want. So this is great. Look, I have this whole poem on one page. Wonderful. You don't want to go, you can, just so everybody knows, that you don't 12 pixels is standard. It's a little bit big. You never want to go, you probably don't want to go beyond 10, right? So if we're trying to fit everything in there, 10 is probably the smallest thing that people can read. Most people, older people, like if you want to keep it at 12. Anyways, so if this was it, so now what you noticed is at the bottom of this text box that I created, there is a little red box with a little plus sign in it. So that indicates that this text box has more text in it that doesn't fit in the visible area. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and click on that little red box, and notice how my cursor changed to this little snippet saying that I can click and drag another box that will show the rest of the text that's on there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my next page, click and drag a box, and it'll show whatever's left, the next text that's there. So now I can notice that I will continue to get that until I have until I'm showing there's no more text left, right? And this is really great because then I can format from there, right? So here in the first page, my handwriting has a horse, and then over here, the bottom drawer, and it stops at Milena, and then this one begins, so I can come over here and add a couple of spaces, and it moves it up over here, right? So like a fence is the beginning of another one, so I'm going to add a space, and the next time I come over here and I press this little box, you want to make sure you're on the selection tool when you're going to press that box. So I'm going to click, and now that I have it, I can click and drag it and drag another box. Boom! And it works like that. That's pretty neato mosquito. So now what I can do, what's exciting about that is that Now, say I don't want to use that font and I want to use a different font. I can Command A, which is select all, and it selects all of it, right? Even the text that we cannot see yet. It selects all of it, and then I can come over here and choose a different type of font that I want to use, and it'll apply that font on all of the text that's there. And then I can come back and individually format it. Like, so my hand writing has a horse. So that's my title. So what I can do is I can come over here and change it, right? Maybe I want all my titles to be bold, and I want them to be a larger font, for instance, right? So now that I have that, now instead of doing that all the time, coming up here every time I get to it, I can create a like a type of rule. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to Windows, and I'm going to go to, what is styles? Great. So I'm going to go to either character styles. So now I have styles open, character styles, and this is the style I want to copy, right? So this is my heading style. I'm going to come over here. Once I have that copied, I'm going to press this little create new style. And so this created a style using American Typewriter bold at 15 points. And I can rename it by opening it up and saying poem titles, right? So I'm going to press OK. Boom. And now the next time I come around a poem title, here's the bottom drawer, I can select the bottom drawer, and now I click on poem titles, and boom, it has that character style that I indicated, right? So I can do the same thing with maybe this poem, right? I'm going to come here, and this poem, I don't want it at 13 pixels, I want it at 10, right? So then what I can do is I can add another style, and this one is poem meet horrible. And so the next time I come to that, and I can do the same thing with author, right? So say I want the author to be a little bit different, and I want to choose the author to be, I don't know, condensed, and then I'm going to skew it, right? And then boom. So I don't like the condensing, so I'm going to take that back out. Regular. All right, so, and perhaps I want to indent it a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here and have it indented. So now that this is there, I can make a character style here. I'm going to choose author. So now the next time I come to an author, I can click author, and it should create that style. If I wanted to use that indenting, I think I had to use the paragraph style instead of the character. Anyways, the point is that this makes life so much easier, and it actually makes this kind of fun. So it's here. So there's two ways I can do this. I can either bring this text box up, right? Boom, and then that gets put on the next page. So pretty neat. So I just wanted to let you know. I've started one, but there's 40 pages. So So yeah, there you go. I hope this helps. I hope you learned something with it. It makes graphic design fun. Okay,